Welcome back to the Daily Dean. Is water wet? I wrote a response to this because one of my friends asked me that question, and what I thought was, wetness is the presence of water in or on some material/surface that didn't have water prior. So consider the cotton in a shirt or a sweater or the wooden panels in a floor. Those are dry until you add water, and then water is then present on those materials/surfaces, which makes them wet. But if you try applying that to water itself, the key, becomes apparent. When you add water to water, it just makes more water. So therefore, water is not wet. You have to now apply that to other things. And the things that I have found out is that a cup, if you try thinking about a cup, is a cup really wet because there's water in the cup? That's a great question. My response to that would be that the inside is wet, but the outside is dry, before it condenses, and on the outside it gets moist. But that's what it's kind of like a superposition of wetness and dryness, like a Mobius strip of moisture. So I was thinking then also other possibilities. If you have a hydrophobic material or like a spray, like you add to shoes or something, it'll keep it dry because water slides right off of it. Water is not on the surface of whatever you put it onto, which adds credence to that idea that wetness is just when something is on something or not. So when water is on or in some material or not. Because then I saw this great Kurzgesagt video, which I'll put down below. If you add water to a sweater or shirt or whatever, there's water present inside the cotton's like fibers and stuff. So zooming in, you see that, there's just H2O molecules bouncing around this clothing that makes it, this is from the video, which you should check out. This, bouncing around these fibers and latching onto them in between each individual, strand and stuff. So on a microscopic level, it makes sense as well because the water is present there instead of just being, not there, which makes it dry. So you can then call humidity moist air, which I think is a little cursed, but it also, you could argue that since, the air itself is not moist, it's more like there's water present in the area you're in, but in the gaseous state, which if you haven't seen the humidity video I also made, you should check that out, because one thing that I remember learning is that water doesn't sap moisture into the doesn't get sapped into the air like a sponge. Water can exist in a vacuum just as much as it would exist in, a place with oxygen and hydrogen and nitrogen. Because remember, water as a gas can go anywhere. It's a gas. So, considering that, you could say that, this air is real wet right now if it's humid. Because the presence of water makes your breathing or your skin or your stuff wet. So that's some of the applications that you could call wetness and what I've been thinking about for since yesterday. So I hope you have a wonderful week, and that satisfied your curiosity if you couldn't find some way to put that into words. Well, okay, that was a reference to my friend, but okay, bye.